Right now, as you're watching this, there's someone in the world who just solved a problem that's been destroying your life for years. They didn't use motivation. They didn't use willpower. They used something so simple, so obvious, that when I tell you what it is, you'll be angry at yourself for not knowing it sooner. This isn't another productivity hack. This isn't another 10 steps to success video. This is about a Japanese method that's been hidden in plain sight for over 400 years. And the reason no one talks about it? Because it forces you to confront a truth about yourself that most people would rather ignore. No one talks about this rule, but everyone needs it to become powerful. Let me guess. You start every Monday with hope. This week will be different. This week you'll finally get organized. This week you'll take control of your life. But by Wednesday, you're drowning again. Your desk is a mess. Your mind is in chaos. Your life is chaos. You've tried everything. Apps that promise to organize your life. Planners that collect dust. Systems that work for 3 days before falling apart. And each time you fail, a little voice in your head whispers, maybe you're just not cut out for this. Maybe some people are organized, and some people aren't. But here's what that voice doesn't tell you. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not hopeless. You've just been using methods that work against your nature instead of with it. You've been trying to organize your life through force, through willpower, through motivation that comes and goes like the weather. But there's ancient wisdom that teaches us something different. That true power doesn't come from motivation. It comes from something much deeper. Something that, once you understand it, will change everything about how you approach life. They call it Sahori, and it's about to become your secret weapon. Sahori. 3 simple syllables that hold the key to unlocking a level of personal power you've never experienced. This wisdom, preserved through centuries, is about to become your secret weapon. Meet people from around the world who've discovered this principle. Watch their movements. Notice the precision, the intentionality. Every action has a purpose. Sahori isn't just about being organized. It's about creating a relationship with your environment that transforms you from the inside out. So it means to arrange, but not just your things, your thoughts, your energy, your entire approach to life. Ho means method, but not just any method. A method that respects both you and your space as sacred. Ri means principle. The underlying truth that when you honor your environment honors you back. Most people try to force their way to success. They use brute force motivation. They power through resistance. They fight against their own nature. But Sahori teaches us something that wise people throughout history have understood. True power comes not from fighting your environment, but from creating perfect harmony with it. But here's where it gets really interesting. Sahori isn't actually about organizing your desk or your closet. That's just the beginning. Sahori is about organizing your entire existence in a way that eliminates friction between who you are and who you want to become. Think about it. Every moment of every day you're making decisions. Where to put your keys, how to arrange your workspace, what to do with that important document. Each decision seems small, meaningless, but here's what ancient wisdom teaches us. Every small decision is actually a vote for the kind of person you want to become. Every time you put something in its right place, you're voting for order. Every time you leave something out of place, you're voting for chaos. The average person makes 35,000 decisions a day, most of them unconsciously. But what if you could make those decisions consciously? What if every action you took was aligned with your highest self? That's the power of Sahori. It's not about perfection. It's about alignment. It's about creating a life where your external environment supports your internal transformation. And the results? They're not just visible in your space. They're visible in your confidence, your focus, your ability to handle stress, your relationships. Your entire life begins to shift when you master this principle. Now let me show you exactly how to implement Sahori in your life. But first, a warning. This isn't going to be easy. Not because it's complicated, but because it's going to force you to confront every excuse you've ever made about why your life isn't working. Pillar 1. Say. Sacred arrangement. The first pillar is say. Sacred arrangement. This isn't about organizing for the sake of organizing. This is about creating a physical environment that supports your mental and emotional state. Start with one space. Just one. Your desk, your bedside table, your car. It doesn't matter what you choose, but choose something you interact with daily. Now here's the crucial part. You're not just cleaning. You're creating a ritual. Every object you touch, ask yourself, does this serve the person I'm becoming? If it serves you, give it a proper place. If it doesn't, release it with gratitude. But here's the secret that transforms lives. The power isn't in the organizing. The power is in the decision. Every decision you make is rewiring your brain for clarity and purpose. Do this for one space. Master one space completely. Feel the shift in your energy when you interact with that space. That feeling, that's your compass for the rest of your life. Pillar 2. Ho. Harmonious method. The second pillar is Ho. Harmonious method. This is where most people fail. They organize once and expect it to stay organized forever. But Sahori teaches us that organization isn't a destination. It's a practice. Every morning, spend 5 minutes in a sacred arrangement. Not cleaning, not organizing. Arranging. There's a difference. Cleaning is reactive. You clean when things get messy. Arranging is proactive. You arrange to prevent chaos before it starts. Touch each object in your sacred space. Acknowledge it. Thank it for serving you. Place it exactly where it belongs. This isn't obsessive. This is reverent. You're not just arranging objects, you're arranging your energy for the day ahead. After 1 week of this practice, you'll notice something extraordinary. Your mind becomes as organized as your space. Clarity replaces confusion. Purpose replaces procrastination. Power replaces powerlessness. Pillar 3. Rai. Living principle. The third pillar is Ri. Living principle. This is where Sahori transforms from a practice into a way of being. Once you master your physical environment, you begin to apply the same principle to everything else. Your schedule becomes arranged with intention. Your relationships become arranged with purpose. Your goals become arranged with clarity. But here's the deepest secret of Sahori. It's not about controlling your environment. It's about creating an environment that naturally supports your highest self. When your external world is in harmony, your internal world follows. When your internal world is in harmony, your external world reflects that harmony back to you. This is the cycle of true power. The most powerful people in the world aren't powerful because they have perfect willpower. They're powerful because they've created environments that make success inevitable. Let me tell you about Yuki. 6 months ago, she was exactly where you are now. Overwhelmed, scattered, feeling like she was drowning in her own life. She tried everything. Productivity apps, life coaches, meditation retreats, nothing worked until she discovered Sahori. The first week was hard, she says. Not because the method was difficult, but because I had to face how much chaos I had accepted in my life. But something shifted. Not just in my space, but in my mind. I started making different choices, better choices. I started showing up as the person I wanted to be. Today, Yuki runs a successful business. She's in the best shape of her life. Her relationships are deeper, her goals are clearer, but most importantly, she feels powerful. Not because life became easier, but because she became more capable. And that's what Sahori really offers you. Not an easier life, but a more powerful you. Not perfect circumstances, but perfect alignment between who you are and how you show up in the world. Imagine waking up tomorrow and feeling completely in control of your environment. Imagine walking into your space and feeling energized instead of overwhelmed. Imagine making decisions from a place of clarity instead of confusion. That's not fantasy. That's what happens when you master Sahori, but only if you're willing to do the work. So here's your choice. You can watch this video, think that's interesting, and go back to your chaotic life. Or you can decide that today is the day you stop accepting mediocrity and start creating mastery. I'm gonna give you a 21-day Sahori challenge. But I'm warning you, this isn't for everyone. This is only for people who are serious about transformation. Only for people who are tired of making excuses and ready to make changes. The 21-day Sahori challenge, days 1 through 7. Choose your sacred space. Choose one space you interact with daily. Spend 10 minutes each morning in sacred arrangement. Ask each object, does this serve who I'm becoming? Days 8 to 14. Expand your practice. Add one more space to your practice. Create a harmonious method for maintaining both spaces. Notice how your mental clarity changes. Days 15 to 21. Live the principle. Apply Sahori. Thinking to one area of your life beyond physical space. Your schedule, your relationships, your goals. Document the transformation. But here's the thing. Most people won't do this. They'll watch this video, feel inspired for 5 minutes, and then go back to their old patterns. They'll choose the comfort of familiar chaos over the challenge of intentional change. The question is, are you most people? Or are you someone who's ready to claim the power that comes from living in perfect alignment with your highest self? If you take this challenge seriously, if you commit to these 21 days completely, here's what will happen. By day 7, you'll feel a shift in your energy. Your mind will be clearer. Your stress will be lower. You'll start to understand what true power feels like. By day 14, people will start noticing changes in you. Your confidence will be different. Your presence will be stronger. You'll move through the world with intention instead of reaction. By day 21, you'll be a different person. Not because you've changed who you are, but because you've finally started living as who you really are. This isn't about perfection. This is about alignment. This is about creating a life where your external environment supports your internal transformation every single day. The ancient Japanese masters knew something we've forgotten in our chaotic modern world. True power comes not from forcing change, but from creating the conditions where change is inevitable. Sahori isn't just a method, it's a path to becoming the person you've always known you could be. The question isn't whether it works. The question is, are you ready to work it? Your transformation begins with a single choice. Make it now. If you're ready to accept the 21-day Sahori challenge, let me know in the comments below. Write, I choose power, and I'll know you're serious about this transformation. And if this video opened your eyes to something you've been missing, share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Because the world needs more people who choose alignment over chaos, intention over reaction, power over powerlessness.